Good morning, Britain. Desperate determination. Migrants tell us nothing will stop them heading to Britain. Ministers insist their policies are starting to deter people from crossing the Channel in small boats. But migrants we've spoken to suggest very little will put them off making the journey.
Yes, here in Calais, it's estimated there's around 1,000 people at camps around the city just waiting for an opportunity to get on board one of the dangerously overcrowded boats. And it does seem, from talking to them, that nothing is going to stop them doing that.
We can try and try and try.
Even though you could die in the boat?
Oh, it's no problem.
Breaking news this morning. In the past few hours, Donald Trump has been charged with forgery and racketeering over attempting to overturn his 2020 election loss. The former president has now been criminally charged 4 times this year.
NHS weight loss services are struggling to deal with the huge demand from obese patients. So now tens of thousands of overweight Brits will be able to order slimming jabs through an app. Will this solve the weighty problem?
The Lionesses make their final preparations for the World Cup semi-final against Australia tomorrow morning. And they say that they are determined to silence the home crowd.
As old rivalries are renewed between Australia and England, Good Morning Britain have been given special access to this, the Lionesses engine room, where all the hard work takes place.
And it's Britain's carsy crisis. Should pubs, cafes and restaurants be forced to make their loos available to all? Or should we all be allowed to pee, but for a fee?
Good morning to you. Sunshine is on the cards as we head through the next few days. Temperatures on the up. I'll have all the details of that and more from Highgo Gardens, where they're starting to side the wildflower meadows.
Tuesday, 15th of August, 2023. Live from Television Centre in London. This is Good Morning Britain with Kate Garraway and Richard Madeley.
Morning.
Good morning. It's just gone 6 o'clock. Welcome to the programme. Here we are again.
Big stuff about Trump. He's being arraigned under, as we said, forgery and racketeering laws in the state of Georgia, which are the kind of laws which were introduced to deal with the mob, to deal with the likes of Al Capone. I mean, that's how heavy it's got. It's gone up another notch now. Hasn't
it? And you think this is the person that had the highest office in the land?
And wants it again.
Wants it again.
Yep.
4 times this year faced criminal charges. As you say, the latest, the sort of laws that usually apply to mafia and those kind of figures, could go to prison.
Oh, absolutely. And not just him. He's one of a number of people who've been charged under these racketeering charges. And they think they might actually get the trial started in 6 months. So he could actually be tried before the next election in America. Fascinating.
And yet somehow you kind of think he may still be fine.
I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we've gone off air, we'll have had the first opinion polls from the United States and he'll have gone up in the polls. It's just extraordinary. Whatever they throw at him, he benefits from it.
Well, we'll be talking about that because that's, Richard said, it's only broken in the last couple of hours. So we'll be looking at that. And also, in our main news, migrants heading for the UK have told this programme that the risk of drowning doesn't put them off and they have nothing to lose from making the crossing.
Now, these guys were speaking after the deaths of 6 Afghan men who drowned, as we all know now, crossing the Channel on Saturday when their boat capsized. But despite these deaths, about 100 people were rescued by the Border Force while crossing in 2 dinghies only yesterday. Well, let's speak to Nick Dixon, who's in Calais for us. Nick, the migrants that you've spoken to are absolutely undeterred by any of this, by the barge, by the thought they might end up going to Rwanda or Ascension Island, or by drowning. They are willing to continue to risk their lives, and they know that's what they're doing, to reach Britain.